Hoppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you're too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touch that.
We're in the Valley of the Sun. Few places in the country is pictured. State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Tonight we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Arizona Cardinals. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Ready.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start. 1 play, 10 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And that will be incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wilson to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Townsend. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Wilson's throw here taken in by Boykin. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Cardinals sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in on a good run. Winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cardinals. T. Higgins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cards put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Escaping, and he can't. Defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Tua. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give for Dillon running right. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this one is no good. He missed it.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On second down, Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. He finds his man, complete. That's Townsend. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Play action. It's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
The tackle made at the
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about you.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll try it now with Mostert. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway. And it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Tua sets up to pass it. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. To try again after the sack. Tua. he's going to get this down near the 25.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And
15-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The extra point up and good from Santoso. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Play action. Now Wilson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Townsend. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Pulled in at the 24. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Going to have to eat this
this one is down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Kamara up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Kamara will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown.
So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ballgame. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
On 3rd down, Gates. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game of the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down now, Gates, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, Gates, and he is is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They run once more with Dillon. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line.
And the Jaguars first down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Trey Hendrickson able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. After the sack on first down, Tua. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 23. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Here we go.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They go play action now. Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Touchdown! Romeo Doubs, 69 yards. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over the sidelines all the time.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On third down, Gates. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight ends.
Felt they didn't have time, or what the case was?
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll find his way down right around the 12. The Cardinals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset.
They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
And he is going to have a Jags first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
On play action, here's Tua. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Tua on 4th down.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. From the 44, Tua.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
One final try for Tagovailoa. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.